don't like being out.
All right, it's starting. Hey, it's starting. I think. Are we back with sound? Oh, darn it. Give us 1 sec. I got to actually pull the link and make sure we can see you guys talking. Because we're in that bad that I forgot to do that. Everything went weird today. So let's see if people are in here or not. Yes. Okay. So I believe we are live now. Yay. All right. Hi, everybody. So let's see if this is working now. I'm here in beautiful PA. Welcome to the Tearing It Up trip. I guess this is my new roaming series for a day or something. We're just gonna have some fun and talk about some stuff. Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe tomorrow Vegan Warrior is talking about coming up here, and maybe we could do just a little fun triple stream. We'll harass him about everything.
Right.
Basically, we're just going to say stuff until he gets really mad, and then he goes. We'll just let set him off. We'll just ask him about something. Yeah, there you go.
Is everybody seeing us okay?
Yep. All right. You guys, yeah, just give us some feedback that you hear and see us, because we started this and it didn't have sound, even though it said we had sound and all that. So, yeah, here we go. So basically, for you guys that know, I am running around, and my first stop here was an invite to see over to PA. So we are in Pennsylvania right now, enjoying the sights and sounds of Pennsylvania. And after that, I go to Virginia for a bit, and then Myrtle Beach, and I don't know where else after that. I've been getting invites all over the place to come visit and stay, and maybe make a little tour. So who knows what will happen in a month or two where I wind up. So that should be a lot of fun.
Tour in the U.S.
That's it.
Start with Pennsylvania first.
Oh, everybody, where's the Hickey? What's the Hickey about? No, that's the teaser. I mean, we can't just dive right into that.
No, we can't. I'm sorry. No, Michelle,
that
we cannot dive
good.
into that.
Michelle's like, where is it? I can show it. What side is it?
The other side.
Is it on this side?
Yeah.
Point at it, because I can't see it. Right there.
See it right there?
Right there.
I hope you guys see that.
So, there you go.
He was giving me shit, so
that's it. I lipped off, it was a bad guest, and that was it. It started. I can't. Let's see if it came out. Yeah, sort of. You're poking in the film. Nice. All right. So, all right. We'll just tell you. It's all right. You guys are too dead. So what happened is, of course, I got a massage, and Burma uses something called cupping. And if you want to explain that and show that for a sec, you can stick it out to my neck.
This is.
Yeah, it was clickbait, totally.
So you like put it on and move it up and down. This one's really nice. This one doesn't usually give hickeys, but if you set it and just leave it because it's a trigger point, it'll totally leave a hickey. Yeah. So that's what I gave to him. So basically, I've been single like 2 days, and I've already got a big old hickey on my neck and get to explain this to her, because I knew I had to explain it. People would be like, "Oh, there's got a hickey already," and the rumors would fly. You just need to travel with it. Yeah, I don't even know at this point. I can't tell you the last time. I don't even think I've ever gotten a hickey in high school. I think I've given a hickey once, and I got some girl in trouble. These are the good hickeys. Yeah, this is, but I can't remember. God, it's been. Oh, I've had them. Did you? It's guys marking their territory, so this way it's like right out there, so that everybody knows that you're the woman. Like, but have you ever seen a grown, like, someone that's like 25 or 30 with a hickey? Yeah, I seen one person with like a line of them, and I'm like, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, it's so embarrassing. Like, you don't want to bring it up. I did that once to a girl. I took my cups and I used my real small one, because you've experienced this using them, right? So the real small one, and the real small one's really powerful, and she had this trigger point right here. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go up and down it just a couple times to like break it up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, by the way, she's Irish. Oh, so she broke out right away. Oh yeah, it was like from here to here, nice big hickey. Yeah, I'm like, she's a EMT, and so she goes home to her husband, and he's like, you want to tell me where you've been? And she's like, over at Burma's, and he's like, you want to tell me something still? Yeah, I wonder how many of these have started some serious rumors. So I always tell people, like, when I'm working on them, I'm like, yeah, and if your wife or husband just ask you, just tell them you walked by a Hoover store and a Hoover vacuum cleaner attacked you. It's a good story. It's really,
Oh gosh, I remember the drama because I gave my first girlfriend a Hickey at like 16 or something by accident. I didn't really understand what I was doing, or I can't remember. And I remember us being like traumatized about how we were going to hide this thing in school,
Like
and
makeup.
and it's really important where you put it. Like how high, how many days can she wear a turtleneck before
Right.
like,
Somebody's like, "What's going on?
and
You got a rash?"
and then the other thing is I had one girl fake it like she burned herself with an iron. Yeah, that's what he said. Max said his curling iron did it. Yeah, we use that excuse. I was like, my
cupping,
like
coupling. Cupping.
Willie's like cupping or coupling.
I didn't understand it right. I'm like,
all right, look,
rocks my mouth.
Her boyfriend was in the room when it happened. You could stop the rumors.
He was watching.
Imagine. So we played cards with one of our viewers. This solid cat, Linda, and she comes over and I threatened her that I was going to start the whole rumor that she did it.
Yeah, right.
And just like upper street cred and just be like, yeah, it was all LD. So if you guys know LD over in the Afterglow, you can blame her because that's the rumor I'm going to start around town.
And just FYI, she really kicked his butt in Uno last night. Like it was totally hysterical.
So we played Uno, right? And
Uno Attack.
Uno Attack. So if you guys haven't ever seen it, it has like a machine that shoots Uno cards at you. So it's like Uno on steroids, and it was going well. And we, of course, it's no fun to play a game without a bet. So what was our bet?
Oh well, he had to bet that he would get breakfast made for him in the morning. Let me tell you, breakfast was made by guess who?
Wait, you jumped right to the end of the
That's
story.
Right to the end.
So basically, yeah, the bet was whoever lost had to make breakfast, and I was doing so well, and then her friend Linda just
nailed you. I mean, it was like
cold gangster style Uno'd me down and made me gain like 300 points. It was crazy. It was such
gangster style.
It was such a fix. If you guys remember like the movie The Hustler, where some person comes in and acts like they don't know how to play.
And they're all like,
I just got this paycheck and I'm too drunk to bet this paycheck. That's what happened. I got so hustled because she acted like she didn't know how to play, and then she just crushed me. It was so ruthless.
She was like, bam, bam. She didn't have no feelings about it. She was like, take that, like it.
Yeah, Uno starts a lot of fights, I think.
Well, you never put two couples next to each other because the one will be sleeping on the couch by the end of the night. So
I wonder how many fights.
Oh, I was mad. I was mad at Rich last night. I was going like, you better stop hitting me because you'll be on the couch.
Oh man, I got color to money. Yeah, that's it. I got so hustled by Linda. So Linda, if you're listening, thanks for that lesson. I appreciate the story. There she is. Linda's in the chat. Yeah, I appreciate the lesson. She's also the one that left me with the Hickey, so you can talk to her. And that's the rumor I'm officially starting because using this isn't that exciting. Once people find out, they're like, that's all it was.
That's all it was.
So Linda's to blame. I'm blaming Linda. It was pretty fun, and then it's been a long time, and this is something I'm really looking forward to. In a month, we're going camping. So if you guys are around, and any of you guys are in the Northeast, or if you just enjoy driving, you can come camping with us at Afterglow weekend. And again, you don't have to be like an Afterglow member. I have some Liberty friends coming up that have nothing to do with this, coming up just to hang out.
That'd be cool.
And it's about somewhere between 5 and 10 families. Definitely family friendly, although we are going to kick back and relax. And I'm
not doing much work.
I'm doing very little. I'm going to
only on me.
Throw my table out, adjust you, and maybe like 1 or 2 other people that have begged for it.
Yes.
But that's it. I'm not working much in after that.
I'm not nervous.
What?
I'm not nervous. I'm actually pretty chill right now.
She looks nervous. This is her home turf, man.
Yeah.
This is
my humble abode behind us.
So we are going to just have this coming up. So if you don't have anything you want to do, you're free for Labor Day weekend. It's a long weekend. We're going to go for that weekend camping, and we are literally going to play games. I'm bringing a bunch of 80s board games and stuff that you hadn't seen, like Operation.
We also need.
I got Perfection.
We need Crimes Against Humanity.
We could play that. Although we kind of play that online already with the. Oh, you haven't played online the games we've been playing in the Afterglow.
Well, I did a couple.
Sort of, yeah.
That was fun, that one, where you had to pick different things, but it was almost
kind of like
like Crimes Against Humanity.
Yeah, what is it? And then So that's going down. And if we could, if you guys could want to come to that, we literally, it's going to be a no agenda weekend. So I'm not going to be really talking about ME junk or, you know, having some sort of speakers or anything. We are going to camp, chill out, and become a community and just be friends. So if you are available and you want to come down, come on
Going
down.
to Mandela Mountain.
Yeah, we are going to Mandela Mountain. That's what we're going to call it. It's pretty funny. So besides that, though, we've had kind of some adventures already. We went to the river.
Delaware.
Yeah.
Delaware River.
So there's a Delaware River where we walked across this big bridge, and you go into New Jersey. And as soon as you pass into New Jersey, all of our hair got bigger, and we all of a sudden understood the genius of Bon Jovi. Like all of a sudden I got Bon Jovi.
Oh, well,
and then
yeah,
when
see,
I
I'm
walked
from here, so I've been to Jersey and back and forth.
yeah,
so I've known it for many years,
was-
but your new experience.
That was it. I got it finally, and I was looking for the Aquanet. We talked about the 80s hairstyles and how it was multiplied by 10 in New Jersy in the 80s.
Oh yeah, their hair was.
They're still
higher.
holding it strong. I bet
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
some hair bears out there.
still the highest
Yeah.
Aquanet sales.
Oh my God, that stuff is so bad. It's like rubber.
Oh, I love Jersey. So yeah, we immediately.
Charlene said, "Hey, I'm from Jersey."
Emily,
And
sorry, Charlene.
Charlene, is your hair high? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I want to check. Like, we'll just call it Big Hair Patrol.
Perm on.
Perm on, Mr. Nuts. Perm on. So yeah, my hair's getting long enough. I could hang out in Jersey soon.
Right.
Yeah.
We could just totally Aquanet it
I
up.
just need to go a lot more WAP and Guido, and maybe like get a cornucopia necklace and something without sleeves, and then blame everything on it's a Jersey thing, right?
Circle jerks, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Blame it on the circles.
well, no, I'm Italian and I have family in Jersey, so I can say whatever I want. I get a free pass.
And
at this
she
point.
says, no, she doesn't have high hair. Way to go, girlfriend.
More hair. Oh well, yeah. Long Island is someone. Ben JoJo is saying she saw big hair on Long Island. Long Island does hold a pretty big candle to
New Jersey. Well, they're like right there. So
yeah. Is there still hair bands? You listen to that stuff.
Hair bands?
Well,
like,
sorta.
Like 80s hair bands?
Yeah, I mean, are they still active now, or
they still travel and come, go to shows and stuff.
But I mean,
like
are there
that.
new hair bands that still dress like that and act like that?
No,
So, or
even those guys that took off the makeup,
So, like,
and hair's down now, and
Scorpions and Wingers and Rat are still like touring.
The guy from the Winger, Kip Winger. Oh my God, his
He's
hair's like
touring?
short and he looks good, and he's still jamming out. And
Oh, so they cut their hair. They didn't keep.
Oh no, his hair's real short.
What
But
about
now, see the guy, the
Poison.
I don't know about them. Well, what's his face had the lead singer had a.
Oh yeah, he got a reality show where he was dating a bunch of dirty girls.
Yeah, and I seen well, this is quite a few years ago, but Sebastian Bach, and his hair was really long, but he still sounded like a god. Seriously, I would.
You guys don't know, yeah. Burma.
Fan.
Burma has. How would you describe your musical taste?
I have an eclectic music taste. I love.
Everybody says that.
Everything. I do. I like everything from, I like some big band stuff.
All right. Yeah,
I do like the blues a lot. I like Zeppelin and Floyd, and I like all that stuff.
Look, Unirock says my band played a show with the band that sang.
Cherry Pies. Warrant, that's right.
Yeah, he doesn't even remember the name.
Warrant.
Warrant. Yeah, man.
I can't help it. I grew up in the 80s.
I know, but you still hold them.
I don't listen to Poison and Warrant anymore. I don't really
believe
listen
that.
to them
Burma
anymore.
has posters over
No,
her bed of Rat or the Nelsons. Who are the
Nelsons?
Who are the lowest hair bands?
Oh my God! I was
the
a
embarrassing ones.
I was a Metallica fan. No, I mean I like Poison and Warrant. But to be quite honest, I did have posters over my wall when I was a teenager. They were checkered. Oh yeah, that's right.
Man. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but my posters were all of animals, which is weird until I got older, and then I didn't have any posters. But
no, I wanted to
no, I take it back. I take it back. All right. So when I was a little kid, we got this magazine called Ranger Rick, and it was all like stories about animals. And which was funny that they actually had a centerfold, like a Playboy style centerfold of an animal, and you'd pull it out and it'd be like a raccoon or a puma. That month it'd be about a puma. So I thought these animal pictures were awesome, and I put them all over my room, and I was like, "Oh, there's a puma."
How old were you?
was probably like 10 or
Yeah, well,
11.
that's
You know?
understandable.
Yeah,
I didn't have that at 10. I was a
Right.
teenager. I was like
I mean,
16.
My friends had all like, like planes and spaceships and cool stuff, and I had like
animals.
raccoons, right? So
it shows that you're kind. There's nothing
so
wrong with
no, I'm
that.
just laughing. But when I became a teenager, they were still in there until I was like 14 or 15 because I just didn't care about taking them down.
Oh.
And then I got into punk music, and so I used to go to this place in DC that was called Commander Salamander, and it was one of the only places you could buy punk stuff in the 80s. And it was like a mecca. You had to drive out there, and it was a big ordeal to get into Washington, D.C. to get them. And I got these posters that were like 6 feet high of the Sex Pistols and Dead Kennedys, like stuff that's probably worth a fortune now.
Oh, yeah.
And so my whole room was all, I was really into Dead Kennedys and Sex Pistols because I was cool. And then,
I wasn't.
So those were the posters I had.
Yeah, see, you were a punk boy.
Yeah, I was bad.
I don't mind. Like, I liked YouTube and can't lose YouTube, right? And
dinosaurs were cool.
Who was the one guy that died? In Excess. I loved In Excess.
Oh, In Excess, yeah.
Yeah.
He was good. So yeah, I mean, I didn't get into the hair bands. I was more into. I think I did the punk music for shock value. Unirock was saying Bad Brains in DC was awesome. Was that a bar? I don't know Bad Brains. The only place I saw bands at, and this is crazy because I saw some big bands when I didn't even know who they were, was 930 Club in DC. My brother was into punk music, and I really was a really bad student, and I would skip school at like 8th grade and go see Gwar. Or, like
Gwar. Oh my God.
And Red Hot Chili Peppers opened for Gwar before I knew who they were. And
I thought that was good.
So these naked guys come out on stage just wearing socks, and they're opening for Gwar. And then like a few years later in college, I saw them on TV in a video, and I was like, oh my God, I saw those guys. I didn't know who they were at all.
They were a California band.
And Gwar like shot blood and. So if you guys that don't know, Gwar is like a group of theater nerds who decided to form a band, and they just made these outrageous special effects. They were
like alien costumes.
They were like aliens and
they were really weird
devils, and they would like have 20-foot foam swords and cut someone's head off, and then like fake blood would spray all over the crowd. And as like a teenage boy, it was like, this is so cool. And
it went from bunnies to that. What happened?
I literally remember I stayed out all night until like 5 in the morning or something. And my friends drove me to the front of school, pushed me out. I'm covered with blood, like fake Gwar blood, and God knows what else they shot at us in that concert. They pushed me in the hallway at like 6:30 for class, and that was it. And I went to class like that the next day, and I just slept on my desk. People like, what the hell happened to you? I was like, my hair's all caked.
Nothing. I can't tell you about it. I have to kill you.
Yeah, well, I couldn't skip anymore. It was like I was at my skip limit for a bit. I went to a strange. I went to high school from 88 to 92, and there was this time. It was kind of before computers. Everything was still Scantrons, and for you guys that don't know what Scantrons are, they're like little pieces of paper that you mark and you get attendance check. So there was still a time where you could fake your attendance, and I knew all the office ladies that ran the attendance, and I would bring them like donuts and breakfast and bribe my way out of not going to school. And I think at the end of the year, I got like a report that I had missed something like 65 days of school out of, I think it's only like 180 or you have or something. I missed a third of school just because I worked the system so good. And then like the year after I graduated, they changed it where they started like using computers and kind of figuring out. And then they locked it down to like you could only miss 5 classes or something. And then your parents actually got in trouble. Not only you got in trouble, but your parents got like truancy or something. And so I really feel bad for kids because now come knocking at your door. I would think now that it's computerized, they know exactly where they are, and they probably have like passes and scan in and scan out of class, or like we could hide and
it's nice
skip class. And I mean, we literally used to, when Star Trek movies come out, we would just leave and go watch Star Trek in school and come back. I skipped like twice,
and the second time I got caught. The first time, the nurse at the tech school, she knew me and she'd never think I would ever skip. So I got away with it the first time. So the second time, she totally caught me, and I was in detention. And I felt like such a bad kid because I was such a good kid, and I never did anything like that. It was like the second time, and I get caught. See, so that's why I don't do bad stuff. is because I would get caught.
Yeah,
I
you
would
were
be that person.
See, I was Ferris Bueller, man. I could do anything I wanted and never got in
And
trouble.
people like me hate people like you. Not
Yeah,
really.
I got
I
away
mean,
with
it's all about the love and the hate,
everything.
right?
Every one of my friends got at least in trouble with the police or arrested or something. I never got caught for anything. I had a great childhood. But it's all about how you handle stuff and if you talk your way out of it.
Here's the difference. Last in the family, baby. First in the family.
So you heard the example.
I was the example. So I had to be a good kid. I mean, I wasn't always a good kid. But I was pretty good.
Oh yeah, and I think about now that these poor kids like
instant karma, Burma. Thank you.
Long hair hello says talking about you know that she's so grateful to have grown up before technology. I know. I mean,
right.
I did some stupid stuff that would have been on film and on Facebook forever at this point.
Could you imagine? Selfie, should have taken that one.
God, these poor kids now, it's like every dumb thing they've ever done is immortalized.
And then they're doing this. Your bosses are doing this, checking up on you and checking out your stuff. So you imagine the kids that are making the mistakes now. I mean, like, thank goodness that we didn't have that stuff. We had, you know, dial-up telephones.
I feel so kind of bad for the tech. I mean, there's so many things they're going to miss out on, like, you know, prank calls or, you know, like stuff that technology completely ruins.
Is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch
it. So, yeah, that's about that. Someone's talking, why am I not streaming Dr. T yet? Getting the conversation in the chat room. I'm not sure. Reset it. You're watching this, but apparently I can't tell you that because you're not watching this. So
yes, Michelle, I made it.
Oh, your necklace. You want to talk about your necklace? Go ahead.
No, well, this is my necklace and I made it.
Well, you do wire bending, so you got into that.
Yeah, they're all like small little pieces put together. So this one actually took a little bit of time to do. But thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, and Salted Cedar said he had hippie parents, so he was free to do. Yeah, it would have been really cool to have hippie parents.
I had hippie parents.
Did they let you just pretty much do whatever and experiment?
No, I mean, like my dad was still a Marine, but my mom was very hippie.
How do you have a hippie Marine?
Oh, you trust me, you can.
You can't.
It's my dad. It's my dad. He was very strict.
That makes sense.
He was very strict. Well, because my mom was a hippie. So I had like the hippie and then the Marine.
Well, no, that's not true. You know, some people come back, like all those dudes that came back from Nam and they became hippies.
My dad wore the bell bottoms and some other things that I can't talk about online. Okay, but my parents were hippie. My mom was like the tree hugger, not shaving kind of, you know, mom, and she's awesome. And she taught us about the woods, and she's awesome. My mom's.
So she's hippie. Yeah, that would have been cool, man.
Love my mom.
I would like
love my dad too.
To do some hippie stuff. I think I would have probably been a cool hippie parent.
She was. I have to tell you the story. Can I tell this one story?
Go ahead. We got time.
So she always walks us through the woods, and she always like me and my sister were two little giggle pots, and so she would like be quiet because if you be quiet, you'll be able to hear deer or see animals and stuff like that. Me and my sister were like, you know, traveling through the woods. So the other day, like, it was probably a couple months ago, I was talking to my mom, and I was telling her about that story and how like it's such a fond memory, right? And she says, "Oh, I was so stupid. What if there was a bear?" It could have attacked you and you're being all quiet, sneaking up on it. I was like, Mom, you just ruined it for me. I was like, it was such a nice memory, and now there's the bear thing in there. I just had to tell the story with the bear thing. I guess it adds to it a little bit.
Speaking of bears, so Burma was asking me, she's like, you know, why didn't you stream any more health talks? And you guys that watch my show, I like to walk in the mornings, and I usually pick a health talk and I'll stream it live, and it's pretty cruddy quality, but it sort of works. Well, the path I always walk on, I saw a bear on it 2 times in like 3 days, and then the bear came into my yard and she saw it, and then came in and stole the bird feeder and ran off, and I got a good film of that. So hopefully, you know, in a week or two, I've got all this footage left from New Hampshire that I'm going to make stories with. It's mainly nature stuff of like a woodpecker got in the house, and I got a video of that, and that's a whole nother story. And the spider babies, there's a bunch of stories there, all kinds of stuff. So there you go. And then
tell Rusty, Rusty, I took him for a drive, but I was really nice because I didn't want to scare the bejesus out of him.
Yeah, Rusty's talking about Burma has a Mustang. You guys can maybe see it in the background.
Yeah. Well,
not really. Your head.
Yeah, if I move, then
you can see the Mustang, and she took me out, and you know, basically, I'm like an old lady, I get scared at speed. Which is
His
silly
hair,
because I used
his
to have
hair went a little
motorcycle.
straight, so I backed off of it.
Yeah, and Burma's pretty much like a 16-year-old dude where she's like, let's go as fast as we can in this 35 miles per
We
hour.
can go around this corner and it says 35, but I'm doing 60.
Yeah, just because you can. So there you go. Let's see. And then Lucid says, let me know if you guys hit through Jersey. We were just in Jersey. I don't know if you caught that. We just talked about our Bon Jovi experience in Jersey.
Where are you at in Jersey?
Yeah, let us know where you're at, and maybe we can, because tomorrow, hopefully, Vegan will come after you're done with work, and we'll stream something in the afternoon and just kind of hang out and be silly. Dorothy Quest says, my girls say hello. Who's her girls? Hi girls. Thank you.
Yeah, Rusty, whatever. Bring it on.
Well, you got to read it because people watching this have no idea what we're talking about. Rusty says, oh, Lord, come take a ride in mine. It's got like 300 more horsepower than mine. Hers. Oh,
he knows.
There's smack Mustang talk. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Everybody's talking about
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Oh, my God, you guys.
I would scream like a 10-year-old girl because I don't know what it was, because when I was young, I was like a badass. I had a motorcycle and I did what I wanted. And now, man, I'm like terrified to be on a motorcycle.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. I got old.
I've been on the back since I was like 5, and I had friends that pulled wheelies with me on the back and stuff. And
I just saw this guy eat it in front of us driving one time, and we were out biking, and some dude just went down bad, and I was like, okay.
That's not good for me. Yeah.
I was in chiropractic school in Atlanta, and I was trying to save money. I was really kind of broke, and a motorcycle is about the cheapest transportation you can have.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I'll just use a motorcycle. And I almost got hit like 3 times in 20 minutes. And I was like, I can't do that. You cannot drive a motorcycle in Atlanta. Don't do it.
It's like bad too. My son calls me and he goes, I got a bike, and I'm like, oh, I was like, it's one thing for me to ride, it's another thing for you. But I was like, just telling him, gear up, make sure you go do a course, watch the people, I'm trying to it's cool, because I want to be the whole I'm a tomboy and I understand about riding thing, but it's kind of but it's my only kid, and I'm kind of making me
you're not all
nervous and squeamish. I know, right? You totally turn into this
when it's your own kid, all of a sudden you're like, all the rules.
2 weeks later, he texts me and says somebody pulled out in front of him, and he was okay, but it was so I said, be careful. Now he lives in the panhandle of Florida, and he's doing pretty good. I mean, he's truck driving a lot, so I'm sure that he's working tons of time. But
and I just had a friend in high school die on a motorcycle, and and it was just
scary,
really tough, because I like the motorcycle. It's a fun experience, but
road rash
I'm just not. Man. Yeah, I mean, you can only really go safely with a group. I think it's kind of hard by yourself.
That's what we did all the time. We always went riding with other people. We had 6 or 8 people, and you ride in a pack, and then not only do they hear you, because they hear you come, especially if you're on crotch rocks. I mean, Harleys, that's why I think Harleys should be loud. I think bikes should be loud so people can hear them.
Yeah.
Because people don't see them.
Charlene says it's scary when your kids get a motorcycle. No doubt. You know what else I want to point out for you guys listening? ATVs are dangerous too. I lived in West Virginia when I was really practicing, and lots of ATVs there. And these kids would start, it's a country, so kids are on ATVs at 8 years old. And man, every one of them flipped a damn ATV on them and, hurt themselves or burned themselves really bad with a pipe. And it was I mean, I know it's kind of a necessity to live in the country, but holy cow, ATVs are dangerous too.
I drove you know what a Banshee is?
No.
So back in the 90s, they had these 4-wheelers called Banshees that were fast. I mean, I couldn't even get out of 3rd gear. So we're in we have the Sand Hills in New Jersey. So we went riding over there, and I stalled it out around this little circle. So I tried to kickstart it when my ex took off the plastic guards for the tires, right? So I had my foot down, and I was kickstarting, and I give it a little gas to get going, and didn't pick my leg up, and I ran over the back of my leg with the freaking knobby tires, man. I come back, and I'm it's all bloody and nasty.
Did you get bruises that look like the knobby tires?
Oh yeah, it was not fun. I mean, but I never got the thing out of 3rd gear, and I think the Banshee had 6 gears, and that thing was fast.
Whoa.
Oh, fast! It did over 100 miles an hour on a quad. It's crazy. Quad. 100 miles an hour on a quad.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's crazy, and that was back in the day.
Man. So Ban Jojo says that in her law firm, there was a case where a kid lost his hand to an ATV. No doubt. I mean,
actually, my ex's son just passed away a year ago from an ATV accident.
For real?
Yeah, he was 25 years old, and his.
And it's hard because I think
yeah.
ATVs are cool and they look fun, but you know, I don't know
They
if
could
I'd
be
let
dangerous.
some kid
I mean,
be
like,
driving it.
yeah, and like here in Pennsylvania, we got tons of rocks, so it's riding around here. You got to really be careful. There's stumps, rocks, all trees. I mean, it's
Yeah,
kind of.
I burned myself. Everyone I knew burned my that I lent my motorcycle to burned their calf on their muffler. Like I guess I had a crotch rocket for one, and then I had a cruiser for another. But I never.
Crotch rocket, what kind?
Oh gosh, what was it? A Kawasaki 500, I think. It was like old school. It was like
good.
It was like an 81.
I would have laughed at you if you said 250.
It looked like a Tron motorcycle from the 80s. It was pretty fun. But let me tell you something about motorcycles. They never work ever. Like anytime I wanted to use a motorcycle, it was always you had to fix something, tinker with it.
That was the universe saying to you that you shouldn't be riding.
That night,
you had important things to do.
Terrible motorcycle like maintenance person. You know, I just like, oh yeah.
That's why you need mechanic friends.
No, yeah. Everybody makes fun of the rednecks until your car or motorcycle breaks.
And then you go to them because they know how to do 100 million one things with duct tape.
Yeah.
They fix everything with duct tape.
Yeah, it'll be redneck fixed.
It had to be 200 mile per hour duct tape, though. That's the thing.
Fixed. Oh, man. For you guys that like actually tuned in for a real show or update, yeah, that's not happening right now. I'm probably not going to do a real show again for a good week or two. I'm still traveling. And frankly, I'm just not, my head's not in it and I'm not in the mood. I mean, I'm not ready to talk too serious. So I don't know, unless like you want to address something, because I keep seeing people talk about farming fertilizers and government poisoning people. And,
duct tape and super glue.
Yeah.
That's funny, Michelle.
That's the way we fix. Don't fly it. Oh, and don't fly an ultralight also. Yeah, ultralights are those the ones without the engines that you just glide?
Yeah, I think that's an ultralight.
Is that ultralight?
I've never tried it, but
the thing that was in oh man, what was that movie with Rene Russo that was a remake? Thomas Crown Affair, where they go up in the glider and these Pierce Brosnan is in the glider. That's all I know about gliders.
God, yeah.
I don't know. I had a big thing for Rene Russo, so I remember that.
We also have an airport close to here where they do a lot of parachuting close to here too.
Oh man, have you ever parachuted? That looks crazy.
I want to do it. I want to go tandem. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure that I probably won't be able to stand. I might pee myself a little too.
Yeah.
But it's on my bucket list. I gave up the motorcycle because I was going to do the motorcycle, but I gave that up. I want to jump out of a plane.
It'll dry before you hit the
ground. They probably have to take me out because my legs will probably be like, I'll probably be like that dog. No, I want to go to the bed. You know.
I think probably what I would do is the only crazy thing I think I'd do is whitewater raft. That looks fun.
Oh, you have never whitewater raft?
I have as a kid.
So great. We have a place here that does. We do.
I lived in West Virginia, so they have really good
4 and 5s down there, don't they?
Yeah, and it's crazy because I went like as a 12-year-old down 4s and 5s, and they were like, I had to like sign some death waiver to go, and it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I guess the stuff that you don't see kills you, like the eddies under rocks and
yeah,
shit.
If you get hung up and you go in, you have to put your feet like this and go down the river this way. But you can hit rocks and all kinds of things. I mean, we've seen people get kicked out.
Yeah, no, it's
one of the girls.
Real.
Yeah, I mean, we were in category. I think I
got tossed out, and that's kind of scary because you're just like feeling rocks hit you as you go through the water.
Like a total adjustment and a massage therapist afterwards.
Well, back when I was playing in rugby, I did push-ups every day. I did sit-ups. Yeah, and so Rusty says it's cool to pee your pants.
Yes, it's cool to pee your pants.
And then someone else said something about.
Funny.
Yeah, here someone said, "Oh, Banjojo."
Yourself is normal after kids. That's right.
Thanks for that. So what happened was, I had because I played rugby, and you do that physical kind of exercise, your bones actually get strong. So you could hit someone and run into them at full speed, and not break your shoulder. Well, I forget about that, and I start playing rugby like 15 years later. I retire being a doctor, and I'm like, I really miss playing. And man, like the first hit, boom, I get hit, and it's like, oh. And now when I play, you don't realize your bones get really soft if you don't take that kind of hard abuse on them.
Right.
Like you have to strengthen and strength
train.
Somebody
smacks you.
And so now, like, like I go get hurt in whitewater rafting, and I get really hurt. It's not like I bounce off the rocks like before. Or, I used to ski.
I mean, you actually do bounce off, but
and you could just
bounce
wipe
off
out and ski and be like fine and get back up, and I used to heal in like 2 or 3 days, So that was
did.
I was like it's amazing healing speed, and now it's like 3 weeks to 4 weeks, with a scrape. It takes forever.
Exactly young,
No, it's all nutrient. I gotta get better. Like if you can eat certain things that make you heal a lot better. But oh, look, Karen gave a donation. I don't know why you did that, Karen, but thank you. I appreciate that. I don't It's very odd that you guys would have given me donations for just personal
talk.
Yeah, because I would understand donating for a show. I'm putting a bunch of prep together and I'm working hard, and it's something I'm teaching you guys or having an expert on, and we're just talking about Bon Jovi hair and Hickeys.
Yeah, and tattoos.
Which
one do you, Lucid? Which one do you want to see?
Oh, Lucid wants to
on
see
the arm,
a tattoo
closest to Taryn.
Okay, here we go. Close up for you, tattoo junkies. Just wait a sec. It's delayed a sec. So, for you guys that want to, why don't you explain why they're looking at it?
Yeah, well, it's for Scottish because I'm half Scottish.
Are you Scottish?
Yeah, I'm half Scottish.
You don't cuss like you're Scottish.
Oh, I don't cuss like a Scot?
You
I'm not on live stream. But then I'll show you. Hopefully, maybe I can.
But you got to talk about haggis. I don't want to hear nothing, woman. Just talk about your haggis.
I don't know if they can see that.
Oh, now can you guys see that? Hold on a sec. We're delayed a sec, so.
Yeah, see, this is not good.
Well, hold on. Let me. Lean back and closer. Okay. Oh, no, there's a glare. There, right there. Just sit on the table.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so what are we talking about? This?
No, I just wanted to show them.
Oh, yeah, butterfly and whatever, the infinite triangular loop. What is that thing? Something Scottish?
It's the Trinity.
Trinity. Yeah, there you go.
But the thing about the Trinity, for me, it's like growing. Beginning of your life, middle of your life, end of your life, it's growth. Yeah,
the Trinity is really famous. I just don't know much about it.
But if you're religious, then
I thought it was like an Irish thing.
No. Well, it is. It is Irish.
Yeah, I feel like
I did this for my Scottish, and then this for my friend that died, and he was into music, so that's what a music notes.
Give me your favorite. I want to hear you do a Scottish accent.
I can't. I'm not Scottish.
You gotta practice it.
I'll practice it.
Woman. Let's get over there and do a Scottish accent. Just do the haggis. You gotta haggis.
No, that's German.
No, they like haggis.
Haggis is German.
No, German's kind of more direct. It's nine. It's
really, German's such a harsh language.
Don't give me this wee lass. You're not a very good Scot.
I am not.
You're a good Scottish.
Because I might be half Scottish, but I was born in the U.S., so I have
Not as Scottish.
Oh, and thank you everybody about the comments about my tattoos.
They like your tattoo?
Yeah, they like my tattoos. Taryn's seen a picture of me today without my tattoos, and he's like, "Look, you look all clean."
I know. You're so presentable, Now
I'm just like
a rock band.
Like I'm a dirty truck driver now.
Yeah, I expected everybody. I always ask her if she rides a motorcycle. She's like, "No, why do people keep asking me that?" Oh, geez, I don't know.
No, they ask me.
You look like a biker.
Well, that's what. But Lotus,
bikers
butterfly.
They're nice tattoos.
They're not biker tattoos.
What do bikers get?
Skulls.
The bikers get skulls.
The girls chicks, they get the big roses and they
always get their kids' names all over.
Oh yeah, and then they'll have maybe some
or their kids' names
barbed wire.
Yeah. All right.
Armbands. I mean, these are it tells a lot about who I am as a person.
Rusty wants me to get a tattoo. Rusty, you get a tattoo.
He just got one.
Oh, all right.
You should see his cool tattoo he just got. Nice.
What is it of?
It's I think it's on his forearm, Rusty. Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know if
we're gonna find out what it is.
Yeah, but he'll have to explain.
No, I can't get a tattoo. I'm allergic to forever things. It's true. I would look at it and be like, "This is the dumbest thing." 3 weeks later, I'd be like, "Why did I get this design?"
You gotta do something that's really speaks to your heart.
I can't even imagine the dumb tattoos I would have got in my 20s.
Hearts are for love, and then peace, and
yin
and yang. Well, I'm explaining. They can hear me. And then music.
Point them out.
Then the music symbol, because I'm.
But I mean, these things. What do you need a reminder every day that?
Yes.
You play music?
I need a reminder that I love music and that I need to be yin and yang, sometimes too bad, and I need to be a little good. And fair peace, enough. Because people drive me nuts when I drive, so I need peace. I can't even see it. Right? So it is what it is.
Put it somewhere where you can't see it. What's the point of me getting something I can't see it?
My whole point, put it on his back so he can't look at it. That's funny. You should get something that, if you get something that really means something like this, this being the fact that I'm half Scottish, I mean, it was like a lot of a transition to go through. So for me, that's, and do I need it? No. Do I like it? Yes, I'm an artist.
Why don't you practice speaking more Scottish if you want to be more Scottish?
Maybe I'll have to go there someday.
I'll get you. Did the women don't wear kilts, do they?
I don't think so.
Just the men?
I don't know.
Someone help us with this, because I'm only Scottish by marriage. I don't know. It's true. My stepmom's Scottish. She brought me a kilt from Scotland.
No, yeah, I bet that was cool.
And my stepmom's mom is straight up like right out of Scotland.
That's
I mean,
cool.
you talk to her and she's always talking about the moors of Scotland.
It's beautiful.
That's my Scottish. Oh, someone deleted it.
Deleted the message.
I don't
what?
know. Yeah, we'll have to see someone talking trash about Scotland. You're going to get it.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I'm the only person I know without tattoos, because I think it's like now a statement not to have tattoos. So
oh, now you're going with not.
That's because like I'm the only guy left on the planet.
Well, yeah, the only guy left, and yeah, I would want it tattooed. No, I mean, you know, I think it's a personal choice. Everybody, it just depends on the person.
I actually dig their artwork. I respect it a lot. My problem is, like I said, I think I would hate it after like a year. I'd be like, I really want to change this. Or
I waited.
I don't understand why someone has not designed a tattoo that lasts a year and then wears off, because they would make a killing of billions of dollars. All the college chicks that want a tattoo but not permanent, you know, like, or
like not
like,
permanent
why would they not
color.
have something that disappears
Fades
after
away.
a year? Because man, you would make a fortune. Because then people could have badass tattoos
I
and
will
not,
tell you,
not
I only
make
had
a commitment.
one tattoo in my 20s, and I waited till I was in my 30s to get the rest of them, until I kind of knew who I was as a person, and then I started getting them.
Did you get them in prison?
Yes, I was totally.
Prison
I'm
tattoos?
waiting. My next tattoo is the teardrop.
The teardrop.
I'll have a couple of them, and you're one. No, I'm just joking. He's on my list.
How many people? How many people did you do? And that's what I want to know.
He's going dark. This is the last video.
Oh man! All right.
Henna tattoos are nice. Yes.
Oh, I like
Karen.
hennas. Those are really cool. And
Those
I found out, like, I went to India and I was like,
they only stay for so long.
I was like, India, man, that'll be cool. Let me get a henna tattoo. And they're like, oh no, only women get those. I was like, but they're so cool.
I want one.
Yeah. Another reason I got screwed being a man. What is it? Getting ready to rain?
I don't know. It's looking a little dark out here.
Gloomy.
Those are definitely not prison tattoos. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for sticking up for me. I appreciate that.
Hey, they're getting better though. I'm sure there's plenty of good tattoo artists in prison now.
I don't. Yeah, no. I would
They
never
throw everyone
even think
in prison
about that.
in America.
I make sure they open the package in front of me with a new needle.
No. I meant just that they bust tattoo artists. Considering that U.S. is #1 with prisons, like everybody goes to prison here. Yeah, if you're from another country and you didn't know that, we're #1 at incarceration. So yeah, everybody knows someone in prison here. It's crazy.
It's terrible.
I think it's 1 out of 300 people have been to prison, something like that.
I probably know 300 have been to prison.
I mean,
I don't know if it's that many, but
crazy.
I mean, I know some pretty people close, you know, that have been to prison for stupid things.
Yeah, I mean, it's so stupid because almost all of them are victimless crimes. Like nobody got hurt. Somebody just wanted to smoke a plant in their house, or
yeah, that's the worst one out of them all.
And the prisons are so jam full of peaceful drug users that didn't do anything to anyone.
You put somebody in
ridiculous.
jail for doing drugs.
A plant.
It doesn't matter. I don't care what drug it is. I'm not condoning any of them. But what I am trying to say is you're putting people in jail. They're not getting the rehab that they need if they do have a problem. And then they come back out and do the same thing. It's all about this money. It's all about the money.
And I know some people have gotten out of jail and it is like impossible to get a job.
Oh yeah, you have a nice record.
And you have this drug record and you know, I mean, it's so ridiculous. So I really, the drug war makes me very sad, and I'm glad to see that it's getting, it's losing its hold.
It's a money system.
Marijuana is legal now in a lot of places.
Oh, they're gonna push that across the board. They should decriminalize it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, the libertarian in me, you should be able to take whatever drug you want. It's none of my damn business as long as I'm not paying
I always
for
say,
it.
keep your freaking laws off my body.
Yeah, it's really, and I know people are, I'm gonna have vegan yell at me again because we talked about this with Barry. And he was all mad about how crack kills, you know. Even though it's terrible, I'm not encouraging you to go use drugs. I think that's really addictive and destructive to your life. But I sure as hell am not going to make it illegal and throw you in prison over it. That's like,
well, like I said,
like what is that going to? How's that make you a better person?
If they have a problem, you send them to a clinic where they can get better. You don't put them in prison where then they go through hard withdrawals.
Yeah.
And sometimes maybe it could kill them. You know what I mean? Because they're forced to not have anything. So if you had a methamphetamine, oxycodone, Oxycontin, like opiates, I mean, even alcohol, the major withdrawals from them could kill a person. But yet they're putting them in jail. It's crazy.
What is Lucid saying? Everyone in my family, older kids included, have. I'm the only one who does not yet. I don't know what she means. Either tattoos or prison. Might want to clear that up there.
Yeah, Michelle, it's kind of sad, actually, to be quite honest. Not to get on a somber thing, but
no,
it is a problem.
It's always a liberty thing.
It is a problem in this country.
We have so many international viewers, and they're like just completely offended that America does a lot of offensive things that we don't realize. And
they tell us that they're doing something over here, and then they do something.
Well,
over here
every country does that. I mean, every government lies to you. There's not one that doesn't. But I'm talking about.
The government of Burma doesn't lie.
The government, Burma's really nice to their people. That's right. We're changing Burma's name to Myanmar from now on.
No. I will take the Burma name. I like the Burma name.
Burma is old school. I like it.
I like it too.
But what about all those?
I fit my name, don't I not?
I do. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, okay.
So, I like pirates.
Yes.
That's
pirates are good.
Beauty and the Pirates.
Especially female pirates.
That's right.
Right.
If you guys got that reference, I'm really impressed.
Yes. That's even older than us.
I know, but I'm very aware of it.
Really?
Beauty and the Pirates? Yeah, I wrote a whole book on pirates. How can I not know about Beauty and the Pirates?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. For you guys that didn't know, I actually used to write books before I entertained you about talking about my hickeys.
Sorry.
My 16-year-old hickeys and of hiding in shame because of so I couldn't get a date to save my life ever until college, pretty much. Like I had one girlfriend date me in high school out of pity, I think, like a pity girlfriend. Aww. So I was just terrible with girls because I'd like them as a kid, and then I was so weird and different that I always scared them off.
Because you had all those posters still of the animals on your walls.
That, and I was, I guess, too forward.
I thought most girls would like that. You bring them into your room, and they'd be like, "Oh, he's such a nice guy. Look at all this."
Not when you're like,
and then underneath are the like Megadeth ones and Guar and.
That happened later when I was trying to be cool. But that was bad. And then after that, I did learn how to talk to women in college and get better, but in high school, man, it was really bad. So when I screwed up with my one girlfriend who had like a crazy Nazi mom about never letting us be together alone ever, and then I gave her a hickey the first time we were like alone, and it was so traumatic.
Maybe if they just would have let you kind of be with her, then maybe the hickey wouldn't have happened right away.
Her mom was smart, You can't trust no 16-year-old boy.
You want to tell us a nice story about my father when I was 16? I was almost 18 actually, and I was across the street in a police bureau. I lived across from the police bureau, the local police, and he was parked in the parking lot, and we're sitting in the car talking. And my dad comes from behind, and he knocks on the window, and he's like, "Are you guys having sex in there?" And we're sitting in the front seats, and I looked at him, and I was like, "Does it look like it?" Yeah, it was embarrassing. And I was just like, "Do you really think that I would be having sex in a police parking lot across the street from my house?" Like I was a smart teenager.
I don't know, maybe you were a thrill seeker back then. I did have a friend that was very into public sex, and I can't believe he never got busted. Like they were doing crazy
I was like
stuff.
Total bed the first time, kind of. There's no way you like the first time.
No, I'm still waiting for my first time.
I'm sorry. For me.
I'm just waiting until I get married. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I gotta say.
And so Max says, "Too forward. What were your come on lines?" Oh, my come on lines would be like, I used the classics back then of, "Hey, are those moon pants you're wearing? Because your ass is out of this world." It worked. I don't know why it didn't work. What was your favorite pickup line? Do you remember?
Oh, it was what's the one about falling from heaven or something? You know which one that one is? Oh, that was actually.
Is there an angel on earth?
That one's so sweet.
You must have fallen from heaven.
Yeah, I mean, like it just depended on how cheesy the guy was and how he brought it across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't really have people pick me up with pickup lines, to be quite honest.
Well, all right, I
got the two-fisted
guy
that was already drunk hitting on me. That's who hit on me.
For some reason, I hung out with the only group of guys that did not care if they got laid, And so when we went to a bar, we just had fun. And we cared about drinking and being rugby guys and being silly. And so we would purposely go to bars and strike out with women for amusement. So what we would do is we would put a hat out and we would write the worst pickup lines we could write. You know, it'd be like, I see you are in the midgets just as much as me, you know, and you would pick a pickup line out of a hat, a random one, and you had to say it, or if you didn't say it to someone, you had to buy drinks for everybody. So we would go up and, you know, and it would always be some terrible, I mean, like line that you would get slapped for. Like, hey, I was just noticing your breasts are about the same size as my hand. Ah! Like, you know, your buddy wrote it. They're just laughing. So none of us ever met women because we purposely were like idiots. And it reminded me of that, oh man, what is that show with the 4 guys that try to embarrass each other on True TV?
Oh my God. Do you have a boyfriend? Well, do you need one for the worst?
Yeah, or do you want...
That's funny.
Hey, are you Italian? Do you want some menu? Or,
oh, yeah,
what was
yeah.
it? Do you want to... God, man, I forgot the line. Like, how does it go?
Are you German?
You have Italian in you?
No.
Do you want some?
Do you want some?
Yeah. That's it. Oh my God, they were great. We used to just watch our friends just get slapped by girls.
You're welcome, Lucid. Happy to help.
Ah, no problem. I'm so glad we
we're trying to, it's like light.
My college angst helped you uplift tonight. It was so bad. Oh my gosh.
Do some things. I'll be right back.
I'll do some things. Okay.
Handle this yourself. You know what? You've done it for a long time. Well, I was drinking too much iced tea.
I'm going to dance. All right. I'll do the robot.
See me doing the robot.
Oh man. All right. So where are we at? Wow. I'm all left alone here. I didn't actually expect this show to go this long. So that's about it. We let's see, what is next on my agenda? Well, I'm going down to Virginia to help my brother move for a while. And then we're going down to South Carolina because he's moving to South Carolina. And then I'm going back to Virginia and sitting around in his empty house for a bit. And then after that, I'm hoping to, in October, I'm hoping to go to Unirocks. Unirock invited me to go hang out with him for a while. So I might be streaming with him for a little bit in his Dungeon of Terrors. That should be a lot of fun. Did I tell you that Unirock invited me to go live in his Dungeon of Terror? the Terror Dome? Yeah, the Terror Dome.
Might turn that one down. No.
And then...
Where does he live?
He lives in
around
Ohio.
Oh, so that's not far.
No. And I got to go out there for a wedding anyway.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm going to use this time basically to lock down and get back in shape and lose some weight and just work out like crazy. So I'll maybe include you guys in that. I'll show you my little workout plan.
We should have done like a video of the walk today.
You think people want to watch just walk?
I don't know. They watched you walk.
No, but I was like talking about important topics. We were just talking about...
You could have talked about important topics. We could have talked about whatever.
Yeah.
You didn't have to babble when you're on. You're babbling now.
I am, but this is... I didn't know we were going to go this long, and people are just like...
How long is it?
Oh, I don't know. Listen, we could look at the Hangout. It sometimes tells you, I think. Let's see. No. I don't know how long we've been on, so it's a mystery.
Maybe somebody...
It don't matter. I may need it. Depends. Adult diapers. That's another rugby story. We'll have to, where they made us all wear adult diapers. That's
playing that?
Day.
And playing
No, just drinking that. First guy that peed lost. And then,
you'd be like, I laughed so hard it peed a little.
Man, alcohol just makes you pee so bad. Once you, we call it breaking the seal. Once you break the seal, you have to pee like every 20 minutes.
Right.
It was so bad when we used to road trip, because this was back in, the 80s and 90s where you could drink and drive. And we would drink in the car. Now, the driver never drank. We'd always make some poor sucker rookie, like, drive. But we all got hammered, in the car. And we would pass around we had a Sheanal, the women urinal thing, the funnel. This is back in the 90s, so we were progressive. It looked like... I was going to say, it looked like a plastic liter bottle that had a funnel shape on top.
That's awesome. Super.
So you could pee, and so we could pee in the car, because what happened is we kept peeing in, like, the big gulp cups, and somebody would knock it down in the car. And we'd be like, You can't trust no drunk with a big thing of pee
and then
in your car.
then they're like,
And then they would
is this
try to-
something to drink?
No, what would always happen is you would roll down the window and they thought they could pour it out, but they don't realize that if you reach your hand towards the front of the window, all the wind blows the pee back in. You have to go all the way
Give the person
out
in
the back
a shower.
Yeah, you have to put it down the side of the car, then turn the cup, and then it kind of pees on the side of your car. But not, yeah, that's an important lesson, young people listening.
You have to pee in a cup in a car.
If you're ever doing a road trip and you're drinking, make sure you put the bottle all the way down before you turn. But or you could get a urinal like we had, which
I don't know, or maybe just like stop at the many rest areas and go pee.
No, because we would like pee every. I mean, it was like every 20 minutes with 5 guys in a car. You can't go anywhere. It would have been ridiculous. So
booze cruising back in the day.
Yeah, booze cruise. Yeah. Well, it was just understood. Any road trip you were going to go on, the beers would crack immediately. I mean, that's what you did when we were 20.
My ex used to, back in the day, it was probably early 90s.
You got to speak louder.
He used to, I'm sorry. He used to carry like a case of beer in the back of his truck everywhere.
Just
back in the 90s.
It's just what we did. I mean,
yeah.
As you know, drinking was a sport back then. I was like, we were so into it. And then what's funny is the day I graduated college, I stopped drinking. I was like, okay, what's the point of drinking if you're not hanging out with your friends drinking? And a lot of guys I know didn't stop. They just kept drinking. And I don't quite understand like the whole drinking alone thing. Like I get maybe a beer after work to kind of unwind, but I don't understand the whole drinking alone. Like
getting drunk wine.
Yeah, like I mean, we only got drunk like when we played a drinking game.
I have only been the times I've been drunk. I can count on one hand.
Really?
In my life.
You got to work tomorrow?
Yes.
All right. All right, never mind.
No, and I actually don't really care for the what alcohol does. Actually, I think it poisons my body is what happens.
No, it really, like I'm already dealing with enough liver stuff that I really don't, need to be drinking.
Anyway.
But I do want to brew this cider, and I don't know what the hell to do with it. Now I'm going to brew like 150 bottles of cider.
I would like to have some. You can bring Rachel to drink it.
All right.
Likes it.
I'm trying to think about.
As long as it doesn't kill me.
Yeah, I really like cider because it's the only thing that doesn't make me sick anymore if I drink it, but I still know it's not good for me. You know, I'm basically going on lockdown, and if you guys really want to see, I'll show you the plan and exactly what I'm doing, because people are always like, what are you doing? And I've got a whole nutrition thing, the same way I would treat a patient. I got my blood work done, wasn't good. So I treated it the same way I'm going to treat a patient. But the problem was going through all this stress and dealing with, you know, Kate breaking up with me and leaving and all that stuff. It was just too hard to do that during that amount of craziness in my life. So now, like when I get somewhere a little settled, there's no excuse. I mean, I call it lockdown. I'm going on lockdown, and you can yell at me if I come off lockdown. But
you have to be honest.
You know, but the problem is there's always something that comes up. Like I got a wedding in October.
Yeah, see, excuses. That's
and
what I'm hearing.
That's what
the smoking thing.
They always wreck me, because I'll be great for like 6 weeks and I'll be working really hard, and then I'm like, oh well, it's a holiday. I don't want to feel like being on lockdown.
See?
You know?
Yeah, but like it's the same thing about smoking when you were saying earlier, right? You know what I mean? You're giving yourself excuses. Not
smoking.
To. It's the same concept.
I don't smoke. What do you mean?
It's not. It's this. When you were saying earlier to me about the smoking.
Yeah. That's right. So there's
All right,
always.
You ready for Driving the Forest? Driving the Forest?
I know this game.
Okay.
I'm quite aware. It's like playing Tune in Tokyo.
No, this one's not nice. That one can be nice.
That one can be nice. That's the first girl I've ever said Tune in Tokyo was nice. Okay.
Well, it can be. It just depends on how it's done.
Yeah.
But this one's never nice.
No, but the point is I got no business drinking while I'm trying to lose weight and get back in shape and get my liver happy and all that stuff. So, but I do want to go to a wedding and throw down with my friends. So I don't know how to work that into that one day. You know, I get to see these guys once every 5 years.
Not good one day, but don't take.
Yeah, it can't turn into a whole week of craziness.
Right.
And usually that one day is kind of a good reminder, because you feel like such hell after you don't take care. You know, if you're like eating super clean and then go off for a day, man, you feel like hell.
Well, look at the guy that did the whole thing with McDonald's. He was a total vegetarian and everything, and then he started doing that thing on McDonald's. He started shutting down his systems.
Yeah, the Supersize Me, or Aaron's, what is it? Spurlock, something Spurlock.
No, Supersize Me's right.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. And then
that was crazy.
I mean, part of it wasn't real, but yeah.
But even still,
it was the concept.
Definitely terrible.
McDonald's, but a lot of that was What do you call it? You know, that's in the South. They
Mick?
call it McDonald's.
It's McDonald's.
Mick. Well,
What's a Mac about it? It's
that's
not
because you're
MAC.
Scottish.
No, it's Mick.
No, yes, you'd be McDonald's. McDonald's is damn Scots in their haggis, in their Scotch. Don't talk to me about McDonald's, lassie.
Yeah, right.
You don't know any mix.
You need to learn. Do you know Italian?
Oh, yeah, I know a little Italian, not much.
It's your whole family, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
mostly Italian, all Italian.
It was one of those deals where my grandparents were right off the boat, and then they taught my dad, but they really spoke Italian when they didn't want him to know what's going on. They wanted him to be American. And me and my dad took some Italian classes together in some old Italian church, like, you know, this old school Catholic nun comes out and teaches us Italian.
And
so
if you don't do something,
it was right before
smack you in the fingers.
We were going to go to Italy together, so we tried to learn some Italian, and he knows a lot more Italian than me, but I know a little.
It's really close to Spanish, isn't it?
Yeah, all those Latin. Well, I took Latin as a kid, so like I can kind of understand it, but I can't speak all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like Latin, really.
So you can like eavesdrop.
Yeah, you guys ever want to take a language, take Latin, man, because it got me through so many tests with healthcare where I had no clue what the answers were, but I knew Latin.
Right.
And I knew what that, you know, this is the Latin word for
or Greek,
constriction.
Greek.
And
a lot of the words are Greek.
Yeah, man.
too.
If you ever want to go into healthcare, don't even bother with Spanish or just go right to Latin. Although, well, maybe it would be smart to speak Spanish now.
Greek, though. Greek is most of the prefixes and stuff are Greek or
Greek and Spanish. Yeah. Greek and Latin. I mean, are we missing questions you guys wanted to ask us?
Yeah,
they're talking about in Belgium they put mayo on fries.
I know somebody said about my
talking about that.
Doing a tour of my
house?
my garden.
Oh,
and my garden's not really big yet.
That and I don't know if the internet will hold that far.
I don't. Well, actually, we have the internet from here goes out to there, so I don't know. But
I'm trying to cover up this zit because some reason at 45 I have a zit now.
It's probably for your hair.
It's probably stress.
It's probably stress and maybe your hair.
What is that about? Adult acne. Come on, man. Like I'm mortified. I'm sitting here talking to people.
Girls tell them.
All I can see is this.
Like
zit
we go through this thing once a month, and sometimes we get acne on our faces from
ridiculous.
It sucks. 45 years old.
Y'all stop looking at it. Here, I'm covering it. What should I do with my hair?
Looking at the hickeys.
Oh yeah, if you guys are tuned in late, they don't know about the Hickey stories. So.
Oh.
You want to create it again? What? How much do we love you? I don't know, Max. Which one are you talking about? I put a Hickey on my forehead.
Oh, I didn't even think about that when you were on the table.
Will that pop the zit?
No.
Is it like a blackhead?
No, you're not allowed to do that with my cup.
A blackhead extractor.
I had a friend.
Did you ever have a blackhead extractor?
No, but I had friends of mine that he had this foil on his knee, so the other one got a vacuum cleaner, and they put it on it, and
it worked.
I mean, the video wouldn't take the video, but you heard the background noise of him screaming.
Man, that would be like on YouTube now, man. Yeah, I could see you sucking out.
But it was definitely painful.
All right, so long hair hello says just stressed, Taryn. Stop feeling self-conscious among friends. Yeah, at this point, I mean, y'all pretty much know all my dirt. So, I mean,
the darkness.
Yeah,
the dark secrets.
My Hickey, I gave my poor high school girlfriend. So we're past this zit.
This is what it is. Can't do anything.
It's terrible. I really liked that girl back in high school, and then on Facebook, like 20 years later, everybody found each other on Facebook. She wouldn't talk to me for nothing. It's like I have no idea whatever happened to her, where she is. I know. But what do you know at high school? It's silly. What do you have in common in high school with a guy? It's like, I mean, you don't know yourself.
Nothing. That you're just a girl. And guys like girls, and girls like guys, and that's about it.
That's about as deep as it goes.
It depends on what girl you're talking about, because I was a tomboy. So
there are mature women in high school, but not many.
Although I didn't date in my high school. I mean, I dated a few guys when I was younger, but when I got older, I dated guys out of high school because I couldn't take the immaturity level.
Yeah.
So, and that didn't work out well anyway, so it didn't really matter. But.
Oh man, JoJo, you're leaving to make dinner? I see. Well, I just did this whole thing for you, so we're going to shut down then.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, we're done.
You ruined it for everyone.
Way to put the guilt on.
Ruined it for everyone.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, though. Because tomorrow we'll give the vegan warrior, and that should be pretty funny to stir him up.
Yeah, I hope he wears his hat.
You'll have to tell him to bring it, and that'll probably be in the afternoon because you work all day.
I work
right?
I work till 1, so I'll be home around 2.
And then tonight I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones because I'm actually at a place with HBO, which has never happened. I always I have you know, like everybody else, you watch the download afterward on Kodi or something.
I don't even know anything about that.
Basically, if you want to save a lot of money, you get rid of your cable. They have something called Kodi, which is you're kind of streaming from other people's computers to watch it. So a couple people are just nerds and copy everything and put them on their computers, and then thousands and thousands of people sit and watch them. So it's it's a way to, if you only have internet and you don't want to pay for cable, it's a way to deal with that and still watch real stuff. Yeah, I mean it's kind of silly these days to even pay for.
Well, we have
but
people
usually
in this house and
bundle,
we split everything.
If you can split it, it's not bad. But
yeah,
when it was just me and Kate, it was just too much to have cable. So we could plus I stream a lot. I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna let that. I don't care.
All
right.
Yeah, thanks, Linda.
I'll remove that one. All right, there you go. So let's see. Oh yeah, it's gone. Yeah, sorry, dude. You're out of here. All right.
Right? What?
Yeah, and he's an expert at Kodi. Yeah, let me know because McLaurin, I kind of know my way around Kodi, but it changes like so much. So yeah, there we go. We had some fun on the chat there. Had to get rid of that. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, we're starting to hear it.
Oh, thunder now.
Thundering. We're gonna get
lightning.
See if we get a storm tonight.
All right, guys. So I guess we're gonna close up before we get rained on.
That's fine.
Love y'all. We will see you soon.
Nice to see you guys.
Tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Thanks for all the love and emails I get. I get a lot of emails, people being really nice to me. So.
I might pop on Discord for a little bit and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, she can do that while I'm playing Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because I don't know what the heck is going on.
Burma just talks all show long, and every movie she just talks and talks and talks. And
be quiet. You're only here for 3 days. I need to get my talking in. No, well, you'll watch that, and I'll just.
That's lockdown.
That's why I said I'll be on Discord.
We're gonna play the quiet game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the quiet game.
Yeah, it's called
I don't
like
think
right
you can
here.
win that. They can love you more than words can say. I think I remember that song, right? Isn't that a hair band?
More than words.
Or that's Eric Clapton or something, right?
No, it's oh my goodness, can't the two guys.
Nelsons?
Not the Nelsons.
Thompson twins?
No. He's gonna start, and I can't think of him. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember that. Who sang that?
More than words.
I don't know.
I don't know. If any of you guys know that answer.
It was lovely seeing you guys too. Well,
we'll give you
reading anyway.
We'll give you big props if you know that answer. Burma's quiet. Yeah, she's really quiet, Linda. Yeah, thanks for coming over and schooling me, Linda. And coming over for helping me with breakfast. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you made a good breakfast this morning, Linda. Thank you so much. You missed it. You should have been over for that, by the way.
Yeah, you really should.
We had like great eggs that were like really good eggs.
That is the truth.
And some mushrooms, and we also had some tomato. You had a tomato that was the yellow one.
Orange. Was it orange or yellow?
Yeah, yellow.
All right.
Yellow because you're colorblind.
Yeah, I know.
So yellow tomato, which is really good. It's got less acidity in it. You're quite welcome. Linda, you're funny.
Linda.
Yay, Linda.
Jerk.
Called her jerk. She really just hammered you.
She hammered you. Ruthless.
She ruthless.
Totally hustled me.
That's right. It's a good thing there was no money on the table for that.
I know. I almost went for money.
Yeah, really see? Glad. And you just got like nailed.
No. And if you're coming in late, don't forget that you want to hang out with us like this. And not so serious, we will be having the Afterglow weekend coming up, Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
So if you want to come camping with me in Burma, and you can play Uno with me and see if you can take me.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I'm going to get my Uno game up.
All I have to say is that he was talking his smack in the beginning of the Uno game, and I said, you shouldn't be talking your smack because you know what happens, right?
Oh, whatever. I was just responding to your smack.
Whatever. I was just saying that my ex could never win against Uno and stack the decks against me. But Linda, I mean, oh my goodness, the last, 4 games. She got.
Yeah, it was
she went out the
ruthless.
last 4 games.
Ruthless girl.
God, she's good
Like
at
a
Uno.
villain.
She was like a villain. She's an awesome villain though.
Extreme. Oh,
I
is
give
that the
I
name?
give lessons.
Ah.
Linda, nice. I give lessons.
So JC says the song we're talking about is Extreme.
Oh, it is Extreme. Yes.
But what is that the band or is that
Yes,
the name
no,
of the
that's
song?
the name of the song. The name of the band is Extreme.
Extreme.
More Than Words is the name of the song. Thank you very much for that. I totally
All right.
forgot.
Love you guys. And thanks for putting that out there, Susanna, so we couldn't figure it out. Appreciate that. We'll probably be in Discord hanging out a little bit. If you want to go swing by the Afterglow, I'll be maybe in there in a little while.
You drop a link.
Oh yeah, you guys want a link? Or no, everybody. No one asked for a link.
Does
so
anybody
I think
need a link?
Everybody knows it by now. So there you go. That is about all we got going on. Did you want to say anything else before we get rained on here?
No.
All right,
I think I'm
we're
good.
closing up. Love you guys. Support each other. Stay strong.
Wax on, wax off.
Be nice to your cat.
Yes, definitely be nice to your cat.
Be nice to Burma's cat.
Yeah, he won't be taking my cat.
That's
just
coming.
FYI.
Just let me borrow him for like a little. Just cat on loan.
She is awesome, and
Oh,
you're not taking her.
we
She's
can
my
work
baby.
something
No,
out.
maybe we'll see.
Just a little cat business.
Little cat business.
Just rent some cats on the side. You're missing an opportunity here. I'm
I
like a
told
total
you,
cat withdrawal,
you can
so I've
have her
just been
for some
molesting her
Bitcoin.
cat. Just been cuddling the hell out of this poor black cat she has.
She loves them.
I know.
She's a nice cat.
Needs to be done. All right. Love you guys. Right? Bye-bye.